Welcome to r/Talesfromtechsupport, in which a user deletes 400 pages one at a time. The title pretty much says it all. Me, lovely IT person. Caller, lovely nurse. I work for a healthcare provider in the UK. Me, generic IT greeting. Caller, hi OP, I hope you can help. I accidentally left a document open and lent on my keyboard, and now it has 2,000 blank pages. I've managed to get it down from 2,800 to 2,492, but I'm just wondering if there's a quicker way for me to do this. Me, okay, let's start from the beginning. Takes user details and connects to machine. Caller, so the information I need is on these 5 pages of the document. I've been scrolling to the top of each page and deleting it one by one, but my hand is worn out now. Me, so you've deleted 400 pages one at a time? Caller, yep, I can't lose this document. Me, how long has this taken you? Caller, about an hour so far. My hand really aches. Me, in complete silence. So, long story short, I copied the last 5 pages into a new document and showed her how to save this and delete the original with the blank pages. It's my last day here tomorrow. The user who deletes 400 pages by hand, one at a time, was a lovely story to leave on. Welcome to LaughNapkin. Today I'll be reading 3 more stories from r/Talesfromtechsupport. Let me know what you guys think about this subreddit in the comment section below. Now let's get into it. Want more stories from your favorite subreddits? Of course you do. Hit that subscribe button and bell for some of the best daily Reddit stories. Printer will not print. When I open the front cover, it gives me an error saying to close the front cover. That's it. That's the entire ticket. I call thinking maybe she forgot to put a few words in there or something. Nope. I ask her what she's trying to do. Print. Okay, fair. I walked right into that one. What happens when you try to print? Nothing. I ask her if the computer or program she's trying to print from gives any errors or messages. Nope. I ask her if the printer makes any sorts of noise when she sends a print job. Grinding, winding, beeping, or if it shows any status messages on the display. It says close front cover. Okay, is the front cover open? Yes. Close it. I need to change the ink. That would have been a useful thing to put in the ticket or tell me, but alright. I probably should have somehow thought to ask. Okay, change the ink, then close the front cover. Oh, there isn't any ink. I just ordered it from Staples today, but I need it to print. Right. Okay, well maybe the cartridges are just low and not empty and we can get it going even if it'll be lower quality. I ask her if the cartridges are empty or just low. I don't know. I threw them out because the printer said they were almost empty. Alright, well without ink cartridges at all, the printer isn't going to print even if you close the front door. If you can get the cartridges out of the trash, we can put them back in and see if we can get it printing with whatever ink is left. I'm not digging around the dumpster for them. Fair, I wouldn't either. I explain again that without ink cartridges, the printer will not print because an inkjet printer requires ink to print. Well, I need to print off the weekly billing reports this afternoon. Then you'll need to go to a local store and pick up some ink cartridges. Can't you just remote into my computer and fix it? Listen, if I could manifest physical things by remotely connecting to a computer, I would not be doing this job, because I would probably be a reclusive billionaire that would never have to have these kinds of conversations. She asked to speak to her supervisor when I told her no, because the customer is always right. Happily for me, we just have me here on Friday afternoons, so she got no, you're not right in this case, as her answer, which I'm sure I'll get yelled at for on Monday, but I also put in my notice today, so, they can't really fire me when I've already resigned, and if they want to tell me just not to come in anymore and give me a 2-week vacation before my new job starts, I'm okay with that. Close the ticket out with, user removed ink cartridges from the printer and threw them away. Printer will not be functional until user replaces the ink cartridges. I shut down the computer every single night. Whenever a user puts in a ticket about their computer being slow, the first thing I do is check the uptime. 9 times out of 10, there's a system uptime on Windows 7 at that of well over 40 days, and a reboot clears up all their problems. Occasionally, a user argues about this, and today was one of those days. This particular user was one of our regional directors, so not really anyone I could report her to for her completely terrible behavior because the VP that oversees them is just as bad. But whatever. I got a sysadmin job offer from a different company yesterday, and I'm putting in my notice tomorrow, so I honestly don't even care at this point. As I was explaining to her that we recommend rebooting computers once every 7 days, just as a maintenance thing, she interrupts me with, No. Do not even tell me to reboot my computer. I shut it down every single night. Okay. We also commonly see users who think logging off is rebooting, or turning the monitor off is shutting the computer off. And none of the computers are all in one, so it's not an iMac case where there could be confusion as to the difference between the screen and the computer itself. I tell her Windows is reporting an uptime of 41 days, 19 hours, and 52 minutes. Well, the computer's lying because I literally shut it down every night. Okay, sure. Let's pretend the OS is lying and trying to make you look bad. I'll play along. I asked her to walk me through how she shuts the computer down as I was remoted on the system. One big, heavy, pretty sure she was rolling her eyes at me sigh later, I get, there, I shut it down. I say the computer's still on. If it were off, I'd have been disconnected. I can still move around and open programs. The computer is definitely not shut down. Yes, it is. The screen is black. Did you press the button on the monitor? That's how you shut a computer down. Are you new? Ah, no, not new. I've been doing jobs like this since 1997. I've also been in the position at my soon-to-be former employer for just over a year, so definitely not new. I try to explain to her the difference between a computer and a monitor, and she argues with me for a good 5 minutes about how I'm wrong. Different tactic. Okay, well, let's move on. Let me walk you through how IT recommends shutting a computer down. She agrees, along with the snide comment about how we're always telling them to do things incorrectly somehow. Whatever. With her watching, I walk her step by step through just rebooting the computer and add in, if you want to turn it off, click on shutdown instead of restart. Mostly I didn't want to shut it down because I wasn't entirely confident I can convince her to push the power button on the tower to turn it back on, and she'd have lost her mind thinking I broke the computer somehow. That should be it. But nah, I'm not that lucky today. Instead, she flips and starts yelling at me how I broke the computer because Windows went away and now there's this black screen with all kinds of words, just the post screen, and how she'd be talking to the IT director and the CIO if I got her documents deleted. Mid freak out at me, the computer finishes rebooting and drops her back at the Windows logon screen. After she logged in, I showed her the system uptime again, which was now reporting about 3 minutes. Oh, no apology for being fantastically incorrect or yelling at me about it, because why would she want to do that? And of course, it was running fine after a reboot. IT director threw out the 1-star review she gave me, trying to state that I was rude to her and acted like she didn't know how to use a computer, primarily because he overheard my half of the conversation. Possibly a new personal most painful call. My job is putting Duo 2-factor authentication in front of just about everything. It's going out in front of webmail in the next few days. My boss gave me some names of people who still hadn't enrolled in Duo yet. One of them was this woman I've been dealing with for years. She's as computer illiterate as they come. I sent her out a guide for setting up Duo. Even though it's only a few steps and includes a picture of every step along the way, I knew she wouldn't be able to do it. I got the first call from her the following day. Her, so what is it I have to do? Me, did you look at the instructions I sent you? Her, no. Me, look at the instructions I sent you. She called 2 more times, but I sent her a voicemail because I couldn't deal with it at the time. I finally picked up after the 3rd call. She said she was following the guide but couldn't get it to work. I clicked the link to enroll in Duo on my own computer so I could walk her through it. I had her go to the link and sign in. I was having her follow the method that didn't require you to install a Duo app on your phone, since I knew it would be impossible for her. After she got signed in, I verified that she had already registered her phone number. Then I had her click on the big green button that says "Call me." She said it still wasn't doing anything. I heard some music playing in the background. Me: "Is that your phone? Or just some music playing?" Her: "That's nothing." I asked her to hit "Call me" again. I hear the same song start to play as before. Me: "Is that your phone?" Her: "Yeah, some 86 number keeps calling me. I don't know who it is. They've been calling me all day and I just keep canceling it." Me: "That's Duo calling to finish the setup." Her: "Oh, I didn't know who it was." Then she started laughing for about 20 seconds straight. I couldn't even bring myself to do a pity laugh along with her. I just shut my eyes and squeezed the bridge of my nose in complete silence. Then she said it was a good thing she had her phone close enough for me to hear it. She actually hit a button labeled "Call me" several times, after which her phone would immediately ring. She had no idea who was calling her. I can't even bring myself to do anything else today. Well, that about wraps it up. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and bell. By the way, I just started a Discord server for anyone looking to be part of the LaughNapkin community. Link in the description below. See you next time!